August 18th, 6:57. Just finished cardio in like 2 minutes of posing. I had my LPF appointment with Dr. Dove at 8. So I need to go home, shower, make meal 1, do a quick work update on something, and then appointment with her is from 8 to 8:50. Couple meetings, and then going to train quads at like 12:30, 1 o'clock, before meetings later. Suit comes in today. It's supposed to be delivered between like 1 and 5, so I'm excited about that. See what it looks like. Then show my coach. And sorry, there's some guy cutting weeds by the railroad track. That was strange. Yeah, so weight dropped back down this morning to 142.3, so I guess that's not a freak weight from Saturday, so that is exciting. Because we are coasting. Like, I feel great. Cardio is still pretty low, food's decent. So if that's where we're gonna be, then I am so good to stay there. Yeah, trying to think what else. Should be a good week. I actually think I'm gonna welcome to my vlog. I'm gonna start this week off on Monday. I'm gonna wrap yesterday's footage. I might even scrap yesterday's footage. We'll see. If I do that, I'll just update everything throughout the day today. Because last week was, oh my god, I'm so out of it this morning. Yeah. Happy fucking Monday. Workout almost took me out. Feel good. It's 2:20 Monday. Just did quads. Had the LPF session this morning with Dr. Dove. She was so sweet, so nice, so relatable, so knowledgeable. So it was like 50 minutes. We started with, she's got a lot of background on me, what I'm doing, what I know, when my show is, like what I do for work, things like that. And then we started, I showed her how, like, I do a vacuum right now, which I've just watched YouTube and influencers. And I haven't been doing them often, and I didn't want to start doing them recently often and do them wrong. So, turns out I actually had a pretty good starting base, so that was really cool to hear. Went through the breathing, went through the vacuum itself, and a couple different like LPF poses. She showed me 2 different ones that I can do them in, and then explained to me, like, I always thought the vacuum, like, the longer you could hold it, like, the better you were at them. Not so much like the tempo and the sets and just the actual breathing and part of it. So that was interesting to learn. So she wants me doing them daily, doing like 2 to 3 sets, and then just working them up. I gotta send her pictures tomorrow, or video tomorrow. And then the more that I do it, the more I build up stamina with my breathing. I can book like another 30-minute session with her, so super cool. She's also sending me a couple mobility exercises, because we were talking about mobility, and it was really, really cool. I liked it. I wasn't quite sure what it was going to be, but I know she works with several Olympians. And I've seen results, so I know she knows what she's doing. So that's cool. One tidbit she did share with me, which I thought was interesting because it's always such a hot topic, is that waist trainers truly destroy your core. She asked me if I used one. I said I had used one during cardio, but I haven't in probably about 5 weeks because the one that I have is too big now. So she said that's great, don't start again. I'm gonna go look up, she has a post from an Olympian who ditched them because they basically fucked all of her shit up. So obviously to each their own, but I'm not gonna spend money on something right now if that's the consensus. So yeah, heading back now. I have one more meeting at 3 o'clock. Need to shower and eat. I've eaten like 2.5 meals. I didn't eat my protein in my pre-workout meal, but it's because I ate meal 2 like an hour and 15 minutes before that, and I already had my protein in my system, so, and I'm just like weirdly not hungry today. And I'm gonna go, the guys are doing a practice run for their first tailgate. So last year they did the basics like burgers, hot dogs, whatever. This year they decided they want to do a catfish fry, so they want to go test how long it is to cook, kind of set up some plates, get some feedback on pricing and what people think. So I'm going to go down there and hang out for a while. I think they're doing it around 6:30. I think it's still supposed to be like 100 degrees out, but it's fine. But go do that. So they just did their orientation for the new veterans coming in for this year, so I think a couple of the new vets are going to come out. I did meet one of them on Friday at the bonfire. He was very nice, and I guess who else shows up, just supporting them and representing him as he's the president, so yeah. But this is like 5 minutes. I am still dying, so yeah. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Good morning. It's Tuesday, 6:29. I'm on my way to do cardio. You'll know I'm normally on my way home from cardio, but your girl was able to sleep in again a little bit today. Win for that. And win for a new low. We hit 142.8. Yeah, baby. Sorry, I'm on a train, if you see all the red. Went to the trial fish fry last night, hung out till probably about 9:30. Surprising for me. Came back home. Passed out probably by like 10:30, and then my body woke me up at 4:50, and I was able to go back to sleep until my alarm at 6:10. So, win. Another win. My suit came in yesterday. The one that I ordered, the pre-owned one. I really like the color a lot. I got them to do the molded push-up inserts. So I gotta see. I know I'm probably still gonna lose a little bit of boob. I do have implants, really, really old implants though. And there's still a decent amount, I think, of fat or skin. I don't know. So they fit. I just don't love the way they're sitting in the top. I could always take them out. But I want to see what coach says and then decide from there. And if I don't end up keeping it, I do a store credit with ACB, so I can just look and get a different one and go from there. But gonna go knock out this cardio. I need to do my vacuums and send those to Dr. Dove. I think my best two. I have to reread my homework she sent me. Do that. And then, oh my god. And then just go from there. Yeah. Upper body day today, I think. I did quads yesterday, and I have a push day, and I have a ham and glute day left. So, we'll see. I may just rock with it and do my ham and glute day today. But yeah. I need to wake up. Alright, I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Alright, 7:42, about halfway home. Had to go to the further gym today because we're done with the close gyms to the house, so that's fine. The only thing I somehow forgot is they literally have only 2 like normal ellipticals. Otherwise they have like a bajillion arc trainers, and then I don't know what they're called, like the Precor. They're not like an elliptical itself. They're the ones that are like on the platform, or not the platform. They're like the raised up ones that you just go like this on. And I've just been doing the regular elliptical. So the one working elliptical was taken, so I did the arc trainer. And I felt like it just didn't get my heart rate exactly where I want it. So TBD on that. Sorry, there's a fucking goddamn piece of shit truck next to me. So again, I want to go look at that other gym. Maybe I'll just call them. I'm so I hate calling places. I might just call them and ask them what their memberships are, just to see, so I can get that figured out. Otherwise, Planet Fitness is literally 2 minutes closer than the other gym, and I still have my PF membership, but I don't know. I also need to go tanning. I'm fading out. So yeah, did cardio, then did vacuums, filmed them. I don't love the lighting that I was in, so I may hit them again here right before I eat meal 1 in my office, just because I want to make sure that she can really see. I did get like it's called like the scuba gasp. So when you're doing a vacuum, you know, you breathe in, you breathe out, you breathe in. You do this like 3 times, and then on your last breath, you're getting it all out, and you swallow, which closes, I don't know the technical term, but it closes like the seal. And then as you do your vacuum and you can hold it, here's the thing that I learned. I thought like a good vacuum meant you could hold it for like as long as you can, but it's actually just the control and the breath and all of that like works together. But so when you seal that off and you do your vacuums to the point that like you can't hold it, or like you feel like you're gonna break the vacuum, you actually make like a gasping noise like scuba divers do when they come up for air. So that's how you know that you did a successful vacuum. So it's super interesting. I got that twice, which means I did it properly. But I want to look at the video really quick. I did it right before I left the gym, but I just wanted to get back because it's now 7:45. I don't have a meeting till 10, but I do want to get meal 1 in so that I can eat meal 2 like right at like 10:15, so that I can, or that'll be my pre-workout meal, so I can just go train on my break between like 11 and 1. So yeah. But I think that's it. I'm gonna make my happy morning drink. I'll show you guys that. I think I might have put a clip in my other video, but I was not supposed to be drinking energy drinks with my previous coach, even though I still did. But energy drinks are also expensive. So I get like the bubbly water, the flavored water, and then I have the like caffeinated energy enhanced like Mio or water enhancer, and I put that in my bubbly with some ice and a cute glass, and it really just does the job. It's cost efficient. Still get my little bit of caffeine, which 1 serving of the water enhancer is 90 caffeine. So I like to do either like the mini Alanis or like the mini Ghost or Bum, because they're right around like 100 caffeine. And even though my cortisol came back where it's supposed to be, and I don't drink coffee, and I'm not using a caffeinated pre right now, even though I think I might change that, I like to keep it lower. So yeah, probably show you guys that. I might film it again for TikTok. I'd filmed it for TikTok at some point, but yeah, I think it's a great idea and people should fucking use it. So anyway, that's the close to the house. Let's get this fucking Tuesday started. Let's make it a good one. Check-in day, happy train with coach day. I don't remember the last time I picked up my phone. Oh, it was Tuesday, because I did the LPF stuff, which I will put in right before this. Just clearly finished cardio. Go home, shower. Meal 1, I'm gonna do my LPF and my vacuum stuff in my office at the house, because I want to try it with not fasted, because obviously you're gonna be fed on stage. So do that, have some meetings this morning, and then go on a train with JT at 2 and do some posing. Check-ins this morning, sent them over. He's usually pretty prompt, so I'm assuming I'll hear back from him in like an hour or 2. Even though he did message me at like 2 a.m. This dude never sleeps. 141.8 this morning. So that is wild. Overall average, because he asked me to do average weight as well from last week to this week, is a little over 2 pounds. I think I'm down over 5 pounds in total in 2 weeks. So we are just moving and grooving. Food is, as of this morning, we'll see if we have any changes, but I don't see any changes, but I also would love to dig. I have the energy, I have the motivation, so we'll see. Food is at $17.50. Cardio is still at 6x35. I don't have a set step goal. We're tracking my steps right now, because prior to this, I had a total step goal that did include my cardio. I didn't pull it out. So that's new. So I think we're just kind of trying to establish a baseline for me. I am doing like 10 minutes of steps usually after my cardio session in the morning or after I train, just to get a little bit more movement in, since obviously I work from home and between the office to the kitchen is literally what I do like 6 times, 7 times, 8 times a day. So yeah, but feeling great. I do want to get an in-body sometime in the next week. I know they're not super accurate, and I know that there's mixed feelings about them, but I was doing them monthly with Ben. So I do want to see just where I'm at. I looked at the last in-body that I had done in the first week of July, and my weight on that in-body was like 148.5, I think. So when I was doing my in-bodies, I would go do cardio in the morning, like barely drink any water. Like I wanted that bitch as low as possible, because that's how Ben was gauging progress to prep. So, I mean, given even whatever, I'm sure it's probably going to be about an 8-pound difference anyway, because I can't go today. I don't think I can go tomorrow. Yeah, I might go next Wednesday. I think I'm moving my rest days from Thursdays to Wednesdays, but we'll see. I mean, it's completely up to me on the days I want to train. But yeah, gonna go train with Ben today. I think I want to do my push day with him. I did glutes and hams with him. I just did straight glutes with Tay. But I just want to make sure that I am doing everything 100% to the max that I can be. And since shoulders are still an area that I could use some growth in, even if we only have 12 weeks, I want to be form checked in person. I want any tweaks that he might see. I mean, obviously, like, he's Olympian men's physique, so shoulders are something he knows. So probably gonna do posing, shoulders. There is another posing clinic on Saturday at my bodybuilding gym that I have a membership at till the end of the month. They do an open gym anyway, but I may go to that one. My teammate Marissa said she can only go for a little bit, but I just felt like I learned so little last week, and this is different people. And the girl who's like the head person at this gym is the girl who won nationals last year, Masa. She's super sweet. And she does posing. She does posing clients. She's in prep still right now, so I'm not sure if she's doing in-person posing clients. But Jazzy hadn't gotten back to me. I know she's in Olympia prep, so I'm assuming she's just a busy bee. So I'm gonna see how I feel. It's from 12 to 2 on Saturday. And honestly, I should be going. So we're gonna see pose with JT today. My flow is better. I don't know if anybody else does this when you practice. You just keep doing random ass shit. That feels good. So getting there, I do want to work on my walk with him today. Because my walk is just not good. And that's a need. It's a need. But yeah. I'm trying to think. I think I'm gonna pull some various footage from the last like 2 weeks into this vlog and not do a vlog from last week, because I uploaded the clips like 4 days ago to InShot, and I know it was already like 50 something minutes, and I don't think there's a lot in there. Probably just my labs, the fact I ordered the suit. Oh, I didn't take pictures this morning in my new suit, because I wanted to post something to Instagram, and I just didn't want the suit in there, and people like, so I've been told the Instagram people, not that I have like whatever, that I'm in prep. I've talked about it on here, and I've talked about it on my TikTok. Two completely different followings of people for me. There might be like a small overlap, but not really. So I'm not ready to say I'm in prep. I know I look okay, but I think I just want to hold it to myself. But I did post my 2-week progress with JT, which I will throw in here. And just a little PSA that, like, it's okay to change coaches. I've changed coaches a lot. And, you know, people are like, oh, you're a coach hopper, blah, blah, blah. It's your body, it's your time, it's your money. So yeah, if your relationship with your coach is not bettering that situation, then it's okay. It's okay. It's literally a payment. It's a relationship on that front. So, like, it is what it is. And the fact that I was literally ready to throw in the towel last month, to quit fucking bodybuilding, to like take a step back. I wouldn't give a shit about going to the gym. I was making myself go. I was miserable, mentally stressed. Like, you could see it in my body that I was chasing a goal that had no goalpost. So that difference, that motivation, that relationship, the attention, the confidence boosting, like, that all matters. And we have these big coaches in this industry. We have so many coaches now that are, you know, Instagram, you know, they're influencers, blah, blah, blah. And they're not great people. Like, you know, they have their couple of star athletes, and that's just who they pay attention to and give, you know, their max effort to. And you know, that's fine. They've worked to that point. They've gotten that cred. But, like, they should not be treating people as a payment, and they should not be looping you in and getting your hopes up and having conversations with you about your goals and your future if they have no plan of actually seeing that through. So that's my TED Talk. I just pulled to the garage, so time to go shower and make me a lunch at 7:30. I have a meeting at 8:30. Talk to you later. Okay, it's Thursday, 4:20. I am almost back home from posing and training with JT. And she kicked my ass. I'll insert some clips right before this. You would have seen them. Coach took a bunch of videos to me. Words are hard. Take a bunch of videos of me while I was training today, which was cool. We did upper body, which is what I want to do. And I might just keep banging out upper body with him because I'm good training legs. Like, I'm good. Like, I push myself. I know my exercises. I know my form's good. So, not super worried about that. But I really want to put as much on these shoulders as I can in the next 12 weeks. So, probably going to train with him next Thursday instead of training with Taylor next week. He said he'd let me know either Thursday or Friday. I'll figure it out. But I ended up signing back up at 4-Star. That's the name of the gym that I don't love, but is more bodybuilding friendly. All their locations, there's 8 of them. Posing rooms, free tanning, obviously, 24/7. Really nice equipment. I just hate the vibe of the one that is closest to me. So the one that is closest to me is about a 18-20 minute drive, and it's their not their newest one. They've opened 2 since then, but it's the only one that's this far south. It's this one, and then the next one is still probably 25 minutes past that. So just have to plan accordingly. Probably gonna go try to hit 3 times a week, and I will drive. So, I will drive to the further ones because I just don't have the capacity to have shitty workouts. Like, I need all of these workouts to be the best that they can be. So, with that in mind, yeah, we'll just look at my schedule and pick 3 days and go knock it out. I mean, even if it's Saturday, Sunday, and I go train earlier in the day, which honestly is fine with me, especially with like football and shit starting. I'm gonna want to be training earlier. Because I will somehow end up responsible for things at the tailgates. So, yeah. I'm trying to think. Anyway, I should be home in about 6 minutes, and I was supposed to eat my post-workout meal already, but I've just been fucking full.
Nice. Good job. Boom. Nice. Oh shit, I'm still. Come on, pump it out. Be aggressive with it. Throw it down there.
Hello, happy Saturday. It's 2 o'clock. Just finished a upper body workout. Heading to Target really quick. There's like 8-10 people at my house right now. The guys are doing a barbecue, first day of college football. So yeah, I left there at like noon. Went to the gym, like I said, upper body cardio. I was supposed to maybe go to that other posing clinic today, but I just did not feel like it. Yesterday morning, I got my period, and I haven't had like a real period in like 3 months. So my body is just kind of in a little bit of turmoil. So yeah, so I just relaxed this morning. And then did that. Gonna go to Target. I want to get a couple of the like adaptogen CBD drinks. I had the pink ones before from Recess. I think they're like rosé flavored maybe, but I only liked them when they were like super, super cold, and we had them out on the boat, and it just was not doing it. So they have like another brand, I think it's called Trip. I want to see what flavors they have of those. And then they had the other Recess brand, the other flavor in the blue cans, I know. Just so I have something to sip on. I mean, I can still like make my fun flavored drinks and whatever, and that's fine, and it doesn't bother me, but sometimes it's just nice to have a little something. Other than that, updates. Weight had spiked up yesterday morning, but number one, got my cycle. Number two, JT kicked my ass on Thursday training, and I trained later than normal, so those two things combined will probably be why. I still kind of have a protein ick going on for like chicken and ground turkey or tilapia. So I like redid my meal plan with some more protein powder. I got some shrimp and then some like the all natural chicken sausages, added those in. So trying that today just to see. I may order some meal prep chicken and see if that's better. I know I've done Hummus Fit's grilled chicken, which I like. Mom Meals is another company that I've seen promoted a lot lately, and your first order with them, you can get a 40% off coupon, and their shipping is cheaper than Hummus Fit. Or I might see if MegaFit has a sale. They usually have a sale going. I need to do something. We'll see. I mean, it's not the end of the world what I'm doing, but yeah, I don't know. But that's probably it for today. See what's going on when I get back. Maybe I'll get a little footage. I know they're grilling. Like cornhole setup and spades are the normal at my house. And yeah. Happy Sunday. It is very late for me. I just finished fasted cardio. It's 9:15. I slept in till about 7:30. I think I put one clip in here last night. We did have a cookout at the house. And I went into the room around like 10:30, which is kind of late for me, but the guys were up playing. Sorry, there's an annoying car next to me. The guys were up playing cornhole till like fucking 5 a.m. And in our house, the master is at the back of the house to the backyard, and there is a big window in our master bathroom. So between the music and the cornhole board slap, I kind of kept waking up. They weren't being loud. I'm just a very light sleeper for that stuff. I ended up grabbing one of our box fans and cranking it up in the room, so I think I like fully finally passed out at like 2:30. So yeah, just went to Planets to do my fasted cardio, and on the way there I kind of had a small epiphany. Instead of that other gym that really doesn't even have a true posing room, I think I might go to the Crunch that's in town. I mean, that's still another, I don't know, same thing, like 10 minutes from the house. I just hate Crunch. I hate this Crunch in particular. We did a day pass there when we were looking at houses before we moved here, and Crunch vibes just always irk me, honestly, more than Planet Fitness. But at least that way I can do, they're 24 hours also, obviously. I can pose in the group room. And then I just looked online quick, and I think it's like 2 cents down right now because it's back to school. And then month to month is like $15. And I can cancel my Planet membership in the app now, which is so amazing. I'm so glad they finally are able to let people fucking do that. Because my home club is still listed as Nashville, so we know that was going to be a fucking issue. But yeah, so I signed up for the 7-day trial, free trial for Crunch. So I'll probably do that this week just to see how the vibe is before I officially do it. And then, yeah, I just glanced at their class schedule. They have classes in there every day during the week at like 5. but they're all done by 5:45. So by the time I get in there, do cardio, they'll be out of there so that I can pose and do any like mobility and stuff. And then if I know I'm going to 4-star, then I can just pose at 4-star also. I just really need to crank this up and get locked in. Other than that, gonna go home, eat a couple meals, go train quads or glutes and hams. I'm not sure yet. I gotta make up my mind. Do that. I did sign up for work to get my CR certifications, so certified revenue, blah, 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 whatever. Customer representative, maybe. I forget what it is. But since things are getting a little crazy at work, I want to do what I can to make sure I'm on top of my game. And it says it's about 10 to 14 hours to complete. It's all online. So I want to try to knock some of that out today. And then I also want to knock some out this week. With me being on PTO, I'll have time. But I also, because of the way Wednesday is shaping up, that I need to be on a big meeting in the morning. And then I think I'm still going to be on one meeting that I have at 3:30. I might just take that PTO day back and then take Thursday and Friday off for the long weekend. I very, very nicely have unlimited PTO at work, so it's not like it matters and I don't lose it. I just try not to take more than I have to, which I think is the whole idea of unlimited PTO. And then I also was looking at some stuff yesterday, and I think I'm going to go home to New York for the 4 days before I have to go to St. Louis for work in about a month. I haven't been home since February, and my entire family pretty much lives in New York, Long Island. So I'm due for a trip home. I've been trying to go so I can go to the beach for the summer, but none of those trips just really worked out. And my cousin has a baby shower that weekend, so at least I can still see a lot of my family, which will be nice. And then fly into New York, I'm thinking Thursday morning, and then so I'll be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then Monday I will fly from LaGuardia to St. Louis, and then I'll be in St. Louis Monday night through leave Thursday night. And yeah, I just double checked. I sent a message to my resource person who does all of our like travel setup. We book our own flights through the company's website, but I just wanted to make sure that I wouldn't have an issue booking an origin flight from New York versus OKC, because some things are like really technical. So if that's a yes, then I will just book it, and then that way I have a ton of Southwest points so I can fly home for free. I just have to rent a car because my family is on Eastern Long Island, and that airport that's really close to my dad's house is like very tiny, like couple airlines, and chances of flights getting canceled out of that one are very high, so I don't want to deal with that. So I will just fly into the city, and it's like an hour and 15-minute drive. But yeah, and then if I do that, obviously, I mean, I usually do it anyway, pack my food. Nice thing about going home is that there are all the Hummus Fit locations, so I can just go bring my food for travel day, and then if I'm bringing like Elevate cream of rice or something with me, and then I can just go pick up Hummus Fit chicken and steak, and then that way I can bring that with me to St. Louis, and I don't have to worry about anything, and I stay in suites when I travel for work because I'll have a kitchen. And yeah. But alright, pulling up to the house now, and I will probably talk to you guys. Maybe see if I'm gonna film. I want to go to 4-star today for this leg workout regardless, and so I can get some tanning. I do want to tan, and posing. So yeah, I'll take you guys with me. Good morning, happy Monday, August 25th. Clearly just finished cardio. It's late for me again. It's 7:24. Slept till I had an alarm set for 6:10 this morning, which is wild for me, but I'll take it. Ended up doing a rest day yesterday after I checked in here. Went home, showered, ate, started working on that certification, was sitting outside, and then just was feeling a little tired. Honestly, I trained 3 days in a row, which I usually do 3 rest day, 2 rest day, something like that, so it's fine. And I dropped 1.4 pounds, so we were sitting at 140.2 this morning. I honestly really was trying to hit 139 for check-ins this week, so looks like we should be able to do that. So gonna train today. I have a meeting at 9, and then I don't think I have another meeting until like 1:30. So probably I might eat and then go train, honestly, get it out of the way, and that way I have energy. I'm kind of hitting like weird crashes in the afternoon, so that's fine. Probably do glutes and hams today, and then do quads either tomorrow or Wednesday. I do have one more rest day I can take, or I'm supposed to take, before the week is up on Thursday. And my day is a little bit crazy tomorrow. And then I did end up taking back my PTO day that I had scheduled for Wednesday, since I have a meeting in the morning and then a meeting later in the day. And I'm not doing anything, we're not going anywhere, so sorry. So I'd rather have the time, so I probably will train today, rest day tomorrow, train Wednesday, and then see if Coach can train me Thursday. He said to check in with him, so I'll do that. That's about it. I have been terrible, and I've not done any vacuums in like 4 days, so I need to do that. My morning routine has just been a little off, I feel like. But we'll get back into that this week, 100%. Probably gonna go to Crunch tomorrow morning just to check it out, since I did get that week pass. But I was reading online, and like 80% of their reviews are about people who canceled their month-to-month and are still getting charged 2 to 3 months later. Obviously you can just report that and send that in, but that's always comforting. There's also a gym right across the street from Crunch called 10 Gym. I guess they're a chain. I don't know if they're a chain just here or elsewhere, but so it looks like they also have a like room that I'd be able to pose in, so I might just go double check both of those. I think Crunch is 15 for month to month, and I think that other gym was maybe 19 for month to month. But I can tan at the 10 Gym place. Crunch, I have to pay more if I want to tan. So that's that's a consideration. But yeah, about to go home, shower. Fiance goes back to school today. It's back to college day for them. So traffic is already crazy around here this morning, but that means I get peace and quiet again during the day. But alright, I'll chat with you guys a little. Okay, I was bad today with what I said I'd do. It's 12:49, just finished glutes, hams, a little bit extra of my cardio from this morning, and I did some posing just in my sneakers for like 5 minutes. Heading back to the house, have a couple meetings this afternoon, but I am going to wrap this vlog here so I can actually finish editing it and post it, since I haven't posted one since 2 weeks ago, and I should have a little bit of time. Sorry for the bumps in the road. But yeah, so that'll be it for this week. This week, it's Monday. This vlog. I will be taking a rest day tomorrow, so I will probably pick this back up on Wednesday. And as I said, I should be much better about getting stuff throughout my day on here, as fiance's back at school, so he won't be around to just make comments with love while I video myself throughout the day. So we'll see what the next vlog has in store. But if you've watched either this one or the previous one, I appreciate you.